because if money is speech, he's got a $10 billion mouth, and it doesn't have to spend any of it because everyone will point a camera at him.
Before you started the show, you said you were just hoping he would stay in the race long enough for you to start the show.
I really didn't think he'd be doing this well because I don't really know anything about politics. I mean, as a spoiler, I just pretended for years to know something about it. I know something about human behavior because I'm really just an actor and a writer.
But you also have a big heart, and you want good stuff to come out of the process.
Oh yeah, no joke for Donald Trump or anything, or no joke for any individual candidate is worth, means more to me than what I think is best for the country.
If the process looks cynical to you, as it sometimes can, do you ever think like, hey, maybe we can reintroduce people to like what's good about this?
I respect people who are politically engaged because so few people are, and whatever candidate they support, I respect that. For so many years, I lived on, I pretended to be an advocate for a side. And as such, I always had to take sides. This person is good, that person is bad, and there is nothing in between. I think that area in between is where most people live, but we're asked to go in one direction or the other, mostly so one side or the other can raise money, or one side or the other doesn't have to necessarily explain themselves, and it can be purely on an emotional appeal. But boy, it would be lovely if we all could have a conversation that does not involve demonizing the other side. I think that's worth doing. I don't know if it's my job, but I would say that that's certainly an objective of mine. I've tried to be very respectful to, I tried to be respectful to Donald Trump. The first thing I did was apologize to him. I didn't let my audience get mad at Ted Cruz or boo him. I wanted Kasich to have a good time. I hope all the candidates will come on.
Well, there sounded like there was a little bit of Trump respecting you for his ability to channel the populist.
Well, I have respect for Trump for knowing who the real audience is. That if you really want to win, you've got to get the people. The people get to make the call, especially now, because the parties are so beholden to big money that the party apparatus itself has been dismantled in favor of just cash. And so there aren't, wise old people who get to make the call because that's been farmed out to super PACs, which don't seem to be that powerful themselves, really. But in giving the power over to the super PACs, they've actually completely defanged the party themselves. That's why you can't stop a Trump. That's a real blowback to the idea that we're going to take power away from the party and just give it to cash. What I do respect is that he knows that it is an emotional appeal, and it might be emotional appeals that I can't respect, but he knows that you have to appeal to the voter. And that's why I may be wrong. I made a big